welcome to us. See you next time.
Rip. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Aw, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Korean barbecue. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh, Alex! Thank you for the host! Thank you. I just started. Oh, when they bounce, does that mean that person likes that that word? Oh, it must be. They get like really excited. Excuse me. I still wonder why Monika isn't down here. Excuse me. I'm just picking words I like. Hi, Pino. Is this Salt Stream? No, this is Spoopy. Here's my Pepsi in a Coca-Cola cup. Excuse me. Where is Pepsi? Yeah, I have it. I probably shouldn't be drinking it this late. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Yeah? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? It's chill in my place. You still wear summer shirt? Oh, so fancy? I'm fancy? How am I fancy? I'm wearing my Chogal shirt. It's just warm in the house. It gets pretty cool here at night. And like in the early morning. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monika, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monika. Oh, is Monika, Monika? Is that squid? Thor's farts keep room temperature in your place? Yes. Oh, it's a fancy cup. It's a Coca-Cola glass. Cause I got a 2-liter. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Oh, it must be Monika. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Oh, you can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course! Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. I'm not gonna read everything. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Korean barbecue, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Korean barbecue. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I have Korean barbecue, what's up? Hey, Tiger, what's going on? You okay? You keep coughing? Oh, the soda, like, makes me have to clear my throat a whole bunch. I don't know why. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Hmm? You sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Oh, I read that in the wrong, I've read that in the wrong voice. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Korean barbecue. Have you gotten to the psych thriller part yet? I haven't. I think maybe it's gonna start now, because Sayori is really, like, down, and we're just noticing it. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Hmm? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. Aw, that's kind of sweet. No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Korean barbecue. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Oh. My headphones. Oh, okay, I get it. Jesus, I hate Windows 10. Fucking God. I accidentally unplugged my headphones. Oh, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori. Oh, should I ask her first then? Or should I ask Sayori? Hey Kimmy, what's going on? Hey Non. She told her, you know too much. Oh, run Sebulba before it's too late. Who should I ask? Should I ask Monika first or should I still ask Sayori first, do you think? Monika or Sayori? I think, so this is like set up as a dating sim, but I think because, like, we're supposed to impress the girls with our poems, but since Monika's, like, chibi character isn't down, like, when we're picking out the words for our poems, like, she's not down there, so I don't think we can actually, like, romance Monika. I don't know if I should pick Sayori or pick Monika first. I guess it doesn't really matter. I need to change my sub count. You're my 10th sub, Kara. Pick any. Okay, I'll just pick Sayori first. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Korean barbecue. Thanks. Hey FX, what's going on? Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Korean barbecue. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end... Yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life, so sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? Oh, she's crying! No. Korean barbecue, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Oh god, what did we do? I glance around the room to make sure no one has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Korean barbecue. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. What? Okay. Who did we usually pick? I kind of want to pick Monika now. Hi, Korean barbecue. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Hey, Redline, what's going on? Oh shit, I didn't read that. Oh well. What's this? Oh, okay. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. Plagiarism allegations. Oh my gosh. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little off today. Yeah? Did she tell you something? Well... Korean barbecue, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. What does that mean? Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway. Did you just have Korean barbecue? Why did you name your character that? Cause when I asked what I should name my character, Korean barbecue is the first one to answer. I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Why do we say The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. That's like being first on a Reddit post, right? Yeah. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? The music sounds like Stardew. Yeah, this is a free game on Steam. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She sounds like a freaking podcast. Yuri. Natsuki's always last. Decided to try something different today? I guess so. Is that good or bad? Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair for me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's more important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. Free game, yeah. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Oh, I said that? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? This game isn't really like letting me make choices. But like, I feel like all the choices are put into like the words that you pick and like I don't know, maybe like the order that you share your poems in. I'm not sure. Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Wait, what did she say? Oh. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome, how unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to these sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Aw. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. Damn. You fam, this ain't Bae, why are you talking to her? You have to talk to everybody. Pretend it's Kyoko. I know, right? I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. As each other, I suppose, to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I can agree. Get her off the screen. Oh my god. Maybe tomorrow we'll try a different order. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. This is Bae? This little girl right here? This underage... This minor felony charge right here? What? Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No. Gross. She's underage. They're all underage, I think. Get her off the screen. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. She's kind of sassy, though. They're all underage. Get this game off the screen. Blanky, isn't this the type of thing you like? I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out for me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Okay. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way you thought had left you long ago. Oh, I see. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. This is like a song. I'll be your beach. Okay, game, okay. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too. Oh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki is like my second favorite, I think. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, why isn't she telling us? Something isn't right about this lady right here. Something isn't right about her. Why is she not telling us? Anyway, so we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. She said she prefers American barbecue over Korean barbecue, probably. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have a beautiful beautiful handwriting, you know? K22, what's up? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Korean barbecue. The one who's truly useless. Oh my god. Don't say that. I said that in her voice, whoops. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Oh, who should we help? Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monika's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Korean barbecue may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that, Natsuki. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Korean barbecue too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Korean barbecue to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. She has old girl to help her, Sayori. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Korean barbecue, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Everyone looks straight at me. Okay, Natsuki? These two are working together. Why does this one have a bunch of dots by it? Why does this one have a bunch of dots by it? Why does Sayori have a bunch of dots by it? Because she's not an option? It's like a FU. Okay. Natsuki? Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. I make my own rules. Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying that... That's because... never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. Oh my god, Natsuki. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Korean barbecue? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might be just feeling a little underappreciated in general, having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're gonna help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but... What?! What?! Did we pick the bad ending? None! Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work, I wish that we would have picked Sayori now! There are bad endings to this game? Even if it didn't work out perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. You don't know! Why are you telling me what to do if you don't know? Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. Because you asked! I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. With the digits we in, boys. Like I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much, so you'd better look forward to it. Didn't you say you were just gonna give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. Now I'll just have to wait for my dad has gone text. Oh my gosh. It's not like I could act like, in front of everyone, that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with anyone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is gonna be coming over to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she just told me that she is looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between— No! But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. Seriously, can't wait. What? Okay. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. We should have picked Sayori. We should have picked Sayori. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Shotgun rules? Reload? Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Korean barbecue. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has changed, really, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Oh, Monika told me. Wait, why are we going to Sayori's place? Alex distracted me because we were worried about her. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Korean barbecue. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. Oh, when she was like worried in class. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been even thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Why is she laughing? Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Korean barbecue. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you? Yep. I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anybody worrying about me. Hey Adam, what's going on? This is sad! I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Joined at a pretty depressing moment, it's true. The laughing in the background when she said she was worthless made it not so sad. Oh, did you hear Alex? I don't know what he's doing. I think he's on, oh, have a good lurk. Thanks for lurking in my channel. I don't know what I think he's on Discord with somebody, but yeah, he's doing something. He's got a loud ass laugh. What the hell? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Don't say that! Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. Aww. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. We should have picked her. Oh, I clicked out of it. Ah! I'm messing everything up. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. That's not true. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pulled her into a tight embrace. Aww. Korean barbecue! I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. We should have picked her! Do you think that it would have been worse if we would have picked her? Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Oh geez, yeah, just put more pressure on her. Awkward hug. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. Yay! I don't know anything. Well, yay for her hugging us, not for, like, her being so sad. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this had to be the one where I had other plans. Ah, you guys! Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. Why don't we just have her come over there? At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? Thank you. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I'll look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. Oh god, is she gonna, like, kill herself? I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door and let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yeah, she ain't trying to cock-block, fam. What? I asked if she was gonna kill herself, Blinky. What the hell? What the hell? Blinky poo, please. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Ugh, this is ridiculously heavy. Noe said that when she said she doesn't want to come join. Oh! Okay, I think we're like third-year students, and she's a first-year student. So you're like 17, we're like 17, and she's like 15. Not okay. It's not okay until, yeah, yes, but she is still a minor. She's underage, off limits. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? If you're 17, so are you. What? If you are 17, so are you. What? She can't even drive yet. I don't even know. We might be fourth-year students. We might be seniors. Which means that we're damn near 18 and shouldn't be going after a 15-year-old. You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Huh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. Oh my god. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind like that. Hey. They all got held back 4 years. That's why they're depressed. What? She can drive with parental supervision. That's true. Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki. Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Oh, no, that was, my bad. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should... Oh, kind of scared me. Thank you, Aum? How do you say your name? Aum? Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. And it scared me a little bit. I'm sorry. If that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. What the fuck? How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. This is awkward as hell. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Korean barbecue. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decided to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now and finally starts pulling things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and spilled fluid. This ain't awkward, this is the dance of love. If she's 15, I'm 15. Korean barbecue is just as smooth as Mikado. Oh my god, no. Oh gosh. God damn it, Alex. Okay. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Korean barbecue, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me. I don't really have a preference, so... Not that... Oh, not you, I'm sure you are very smooth. Me? No, not really. Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does make it look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. She wants you to have creative fun with you. Oh my gosh, she's trying to seduce you. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We're using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Huh? The icing's still all lumpy! Are you even trying?
An excellent strike.
Thank you, Fett, for the follow. I appreciate it. Well, yeah. It'll just take a little bit longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? With all these single women around him, he doesn't have very strong forearms. Oh my god, Blinky! Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all of her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. She's touching your wrist. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. This is, I wish that I would have picked Sayori. You got it on my face. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. Hey, Pen, what's going on? How is Cuphead? I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Oh god! Oh! Do you see this? Do you see this? I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Ah! Her face! What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Korean barbecue! You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Huh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm— uh-oh! We picked the hot ending. Oh my god. She could put her finger in my mouth. Oh my gosh, you guys. Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Are we like a rapist or something? Oh, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look! She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. He was too busy licking her fingers to check the oven. Yeah. I meant because of the fire alarm. What are you talking about? Not like you needed to tell me that. I brought the decorating stuff.
This game doesn't seem scary. Where are the spooks?
Pen! Thank you for the $10. It's a free game on Steam, and it said a psychological horror game. So yeah, I played it for like a couple of hours last night, and I was like, where's the spoopiness? So I was hoping that it would get kind of to it today, and it kind of did get a little weird. Like it's been having some like creepy depressive poems, and then we just talked to our neighbor who's also really depressed, who's also like our best friend, like best childhood friend. So I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make it look really nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. We can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. I see. This is gonna get really Earthbound fucked up. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Like, the reviews on Steam are, like, kind of insane. This guy lures students into his house and licks her finger. How much spookier you want it to get? That's true. That's true. From my perspective, that is kind of creepy. That gives me an idea, actually. Yeah? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. Well, I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. The lighting is on point. I actually have nowhere to put I have a desk light in this room that Alex is letting me use, and this is like a floor lamp, but I actually have nowhere to put this, so it's like to the side, so it's like casting a really weird shadow over here from my green screen. But that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. No one's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. How's she dressed? She's not dressed like any particular way. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts all of them side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together! Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? Looks good now, just let it happen. Thank you. I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. What is that supposed to mean? Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to get home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. Oh, it's not like you'll always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish you would listen to me the way she listens to you. Oh, that was Natsuki, right? I wish you, yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point I felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get close to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? It means she has daddy issues? I don't know. I'm reading a little more into that, but that's just me. I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah? I want to spend more time with you. Korean barbecue? I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt. Thank you for the follow, George. I appreciate it. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Hi, Korean barbecue. Sayori. Just now, we weren't. It's okay. Fucking pwned. It's okay, Korean barbecue. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I was already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly... She sped out of here! Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. Has the big boob chick made an appearance yet? Not really. I don't know. I thought she was joining in. Oh my god, red line. Oh my god, that Alicia. That Alicia emote. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. I should just... I knew Monika was up to no good. I already know what Monika told her to fucking do. And that's why that dumb hoe didn't want to tell us what Sayori was talking about to her earlier. I'm mad. I'm mad. Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Oh, we should have picked Sayori! It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Korean barbecue. I like you so much that I want to die. That's not! That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods, even if you don't understand all your own feelings. I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Wait, what? I love you? You'll always be my dearest friend. What do we pick? Do we say I love you? This is the turning point. This is the turning point. I love you? Okay. Huh? Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, It helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Alex! Don't make me come out there! Then I know we'll both be happy. Korean barbecue! Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Korean barbecue? Is this really okay? Bad ending? There are bad endings in this game? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Korean barbecue. Jokes Alex Strum. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Korean barbecue. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it has always been. Should I have said that you'll always be my dearest friend? Even if we really are a couple, I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. Tell Sayori to chill the fuck out. The man is here. Oh my god, no. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Korean barbecue. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love... That's not good. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. I'm gonna be so pissed if this game ends and we're like this manipulative, abusive like person. Yeah, no, Natsuki is gonna poison your cupcakes. Wait, what does she say? She's asking us if this is the best thing for me, but that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah. I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until these things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Oh god, we just fucked it all up, didn't we? It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking the 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Korean barbecue! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the one she prepared that has all the poems in there we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and suddenly I feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Uh-huh. You should take a little responsibility for her, Korean barbecue. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. How the fuck does she know? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really... Is she fucking demon or something? Who the fuck is this girl? I just want to kick her ass now. I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. What the fuck does that mean? You kind of left her hanging this morning? Do I need to start over? I need to start over, don't I? Do I need to start over? Do I need to load my previous save? Keep going? Monika's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. No reloads? Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grab one of the pamphlets and lay it out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Just play it? Okay. Each member's poem is neatly printed. Why is there no music? Each member's poem is printed neatly on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. What the fuck? Wait. Get out of my head before I do. I know what is best for you. Wait. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What? What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Korean barbecue? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori's, so... well, alright. Oh god, the horror in this game is about to happen. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monika calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that all things will be the same as they have always been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. There's no music! This is bad. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up at her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. Oh no! If she's dead, I'm starting over. I'm reloading. No music equals heavy stuff incoming? Yeah. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. You gotta at least hear it out? I gently open the door. Oh, that scared me. What the fuck?! Is that the end of the game? See traceback.txt for details? What? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? Why did you pick Natsuki? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? You heartless— What the hell you guys told me? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it has always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. What's with all the depression? Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Yes, it is! I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Damn, that's the end? We're reloading. What? I'm gonna... What? Oh. Is this the part? Wait. Mornings are usually— oh shit, it's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while sleeping my free time on games. Oh, while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. What the hell? There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Monika? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Don't talk about jump scares! Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. Can't believe Monika told her to kill herself. Oh my god, I know, right? I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. This is just... It started a new game as if Sayori was never here. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you just... Actually, I'm starting a new one. I might... Oh. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? 3. They only have 3. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, Korean barbecue. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Korean barbecue, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Why is she being all pixelated and shit? I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Whoa. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Korean barbecue. Game is haunted. Fuck. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I wonder if we can, like, skip. I'm not gonna read, like, stuff I've already read. Oh, Yuri's the vice president now. You decided to come check out the club, isn't that great? Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Do I play through this whole thing again? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table, gets the tea. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? It's my duty. Yeah. Must be hard to start a new club. It's like vaguely different, but a lot of it is the same. Like, do I have to just like play through each of the girls? It's Spooks are incoming, I weep for your soul.
Spooks are incoming. I weep for your soul.
Thank you for the $5, Ben. Yeah, I don't know. This game is only supposed to be like 4 hours long. Sorry, I'm skipping a lot of it because we already read some of this. I don't like that you can't load. I assume lots of people, like... is there any way to save Sayori? Or is that, like, do you not get to the next part of this game if you... like, the scary part? Well, I assume that there's no way to save her. They're talking about writing their poems, sharing their poems. They're all sad that he might not join. And then he decides to join. I'm assuming you can. Oh wait, I'm assuming you can. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Oh god. Do we want to read it? Oh my god! I don't want to get jump scared. Damn! Do we just play through all of these girls? So, does she tell these two to kill themselves as well? What the fuck? Oh, wait, do they move on words that they like? Ooh, I think they do. Oh, maybe not. We haven't picked anything that she likes yet. She only likes sad stuff. Pick the scary words. Okay. I'll try to pick words for each of them. Maybe we can like get a more, maybe we can get something that like impresses both of them. Oh, Oh, she liked Rain Cloud? What? I was expecting that to, like, be her. God damn it. Okay. Oh my god. I don't want to get jump scared. I'm scared. What is going on? Eh. Oh, she's standing in front of this shit. I can't read it. You've taken a dark path. Look at the background? What background? This background? Why is the music changing? I don't like how the music drops an octave. Oh my god, what is that? Clown emo. Oh, Dan happy. So do we just like... Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. I don't remember if we read this already. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. You met with a terrible fate. We all know what you did last summer. What's the story about anyway? Well, a portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. What the hell? Then suddenly, oh god, suddenly what? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. I feel like I should let you know I have this problem when I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts and my whole body gets like, what? Do I look at the history? I don't want to. I love Kill Bill. What's going on, girl? I'm scared of this game. Thank you for the host. Do I click on the history? I'm scared. Oh, it makes you scroll. Oh, it doesn't let you read it. You can't reread it. You can't reread it. What did she say about her body? Just hanging out with friend, lurking, being creepy. This game is creepy. Have you played this game yet? This game is kind of creepy. Ugh! God, the glitches! I'm freaking myself out right now. Oh, they were like reading the book together. Oh, it only gets creepier from here? Oh god. Do you like play through each of the girls? It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the what the whatever. I was just bathing in what? I don't really mean to, sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Bathing in the feeling of your body heat? Is that what it said? Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. I need to set my alarm for tomorrow for work. What? Why isn't my... I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Okay. It's probably the least I can do since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it of my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh, look at her face! Before it's too late, wait, quick smacker. Oh, you clipped it. I wanna, wait. I was just, oh, pause! Oh man, I missed it. Bathing in the feeling of your body heat. And then it's like t eat. Okay. It's 8 a.m. there? Oh my gosh. I used to have a night schedule, but I have a day schedule now, so like even right now, like right now it's 11 o'clock and I'm starting to get tired. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Look at her freaking face. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Oh, look at her side-eye us! That's what you were talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. Look at her face again! We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Europe still exists, you know? I never said it didn't. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her own heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Whoop! Her thing. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. What? No, nothing. Ah, don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we get started sharing our poems with you? Oh god, I gotta open some shit. Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should we talk to first? Monika? Should we get this the fuck over with? Cause she's gonna fuck with us? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Okay, this is what she said last time. Oh, these are the same poems. They all know you tried to cheat the game. I didn't try to cheat. These are all the same poems as the first playthrough. Or the first section. I feel like there is no way to save Sayori. It gives you like the illusion of making choices, but it's kind of like a telltale game where your choices don't really matter, it seems like. I feel like there's no way to save Sayori. I don't know. Finally, Septila's Playboy antics have caught up with her. Oh my gosh. My Playboy antics? Having a good time so far? If you ever have any suggestions for the club... Of course... yeah. Want to share your poem with me? Oh god! I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Okay, she kind of, well, I guess the first time we only picked, like, super nice world. Nice try with that little fly girl she did. Yeah, I tried to load my save, but, it seems as the characters die, their files get deleted. Septila won't sleep well tonight. I'll sleep fine. She's talking about Yuri now. Is Yuri the next person who gets killed? That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we have started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monika. I mean, you have to be faithful to one girl and you try to destroy Natsuki's lips with yours before... There's no way to get this to the second part of the game then, because I assume Sayori's death triggers this. Or like, if Sayori doesn't die, does another girl die? I don't want to read her poem. I don't want to read her poem. I feel like she is the cause of it all. I don't want to read it. Wait, this is different. This is a continuation from her first poem. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Honestly, I don't know. I've never seen anyone save Sayori. It would be an odd thing to see, because then how would you get to this part of the game? The only reason why I remember that, because I remembered the comment about the hole and how she was looking through it and he was looking back. And that was the end of the first poem. And she talked about the same shit. And she's had an epiphany recently, but she doesn't tell us what. Sometimes when writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. She already gave us this tip. Okay. For some reason, they either go for Booby Girl or... Oh, for the lolly. Never for the neighbor girl. I tried to go for her. Hey, Solly, what's going on? As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. Do you look at your game files now and then? You get pictures and letters somewhere there sometimes. Oh, you do. I looked at it last night and I didn't see anything new. Maybe there's something new now? This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. just that there are specific writing. Okay, she talked about writing habits before, picking up on them. I want to see if there's a way to save Sayori. She already said all of this. Oh, I don't know. I don't wanna see something jump scare. Okay, that's the same poem. Natsuki's and hers were the same. Monika's is the only one that's changing. This game is about Monika. There is a way to save Sayori? Oh, I want to find it. She talked about her terrible handwriting. How long is this game? Because if I've got like another hour plus, I'll probably like stop here because I have to get up and work tomorrow. She already talked about all of this. Oh. I would stop now and check your game files and come in fresh tomorrow. Okay, I might do that. Ew, it's changing! The music, I don't like it. Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. Okay. I remember this. Look at the poster on the back wall. This one right here. Is this Sayori's bedroom? They already talked about all of this. Natsuki is in the way. Yeah, it's this one right here. Is that Sayori's bedroom? I guess I never paid attention to the backgrounds like before. They already had this fight. Oh, me! Look who's talking. You want to be edgy, bitch. Edgy. Sorry that my lifestyle. Oh! No, what's happening? I don't want to see it. What's happening? I'm scared. Are they just gonna fight? Oh god, what's happening? What? I don't know. Did it pick? I don't know. Oh, it won't let me pick. No! I don't know. I don't know. What is going on? What's happening? Hello? Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Outside? What the hell? It's probably better for us to stay out of this. Maybe we'll go back inside once they're done yelling. What's going on? I'm a pussy ass. My glasses are dirty as fuck. Wait, what did you say? Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Of course she is. She's like the fucking devil or something. That's what she is. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Did she get her ass beat? She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. What are they done doing? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Please don't hate me. Please, I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki... I didn't read any of their exchange because I was too scared. I thought something was gonna jump up at the screen at me. Like, jump scares in games like Alien Isolation or what's another like jump scary game that I've played, like Until Dawn or something like that. I don't know, like it's not as freaky as this kind of. I don't understand why. I'm sure Natsuki will be fine by tomorrow, they said. Well, should we go back up and read it? Okay. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged to this? It's not like I wanted to be right about whoever I agree with. They'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Oh, I don't get to read any of their exchange. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants me to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. This is a high favorite for me. Oh, don't worry, they are more into a mindfuck than jump scares. Okay. Well, like, all I could think... So, all I saw on Steam was, like... that it was, like, a super fucked up game, and I was like, what are they talking about? And my boyfriend showed it to me, and I was like, well, okay, it's free, so I can play it for Halloween, or for, like, the October month, or whatever. But then, all I kept thinking of was... Do you remember, like... Do you guys remember a while back where, like, people would send people those videos where you, like, you'd be watching, and then a face would appear on the screen, or, like, with, like, a screaming sound? Like, I hate that shit. I hate that shit. So that is what I keep thinking this is going to be, where, like, something like that happens, and then it's just, like, screaming in my ears with, like, a nasty, scary face on the screen, and I don't like that shit. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Korean barbecue. Oh, no, that won't happen? Okay. That's kind of relieving. I hate that shit. Like... what is it? Spooky's House of Jump Scares? I could never play that. There's some weird sounds and screen flashing, but nothing like what you describe. Okay. That's good. Do you guys remember that, though? Like, it was... I can't remember when when it happened, or when it, like, started becoming trendy, but... I remember I would never open those videos that people sent me. I'm like, no, this is one of those jump scare videos. That's actually what I'm playing next week. What is? Oh, Spooky's House of Jump Scares. Spooky's House of Jump Scares. It's like a cutesy game, but yeah, I don't like jump scares. I really don't. Unless it's in a movie. If it's in a movie, great. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Whoa. That scared me. I didn't even get to read. Oh, what was that? I'm sorry for causing trouble. I really appreciate you understand. And then it goes back. Okay. I've never opened videos people send me in the first place. It's a good way to spread viruses. That's true. It gets more effed up and the further you go, it seems. Yeah. I'm trying to get both people to have the equal amount of words. Oh, I thought that would be her. I hope you have a good day. Is there a whole lot of this game left? Because if there is, then I'll probably just save right now. And because it's almost 11:30 here. I guess I don't know how long this game is. I hope you have a good night though. Thanks for coming to hang out. I think the real original one was the car on the countryside one. I don't remember that. I just remember the one with the guy who puts his fist through the computer screen. Okay, I'll save now. It deleted! It deleted it! Okay. Okay, I'll quit now. And I have to work tomorrow, Blanky. I'm sorry.